What's up, y'all? I'm Chris Hayes, 508. This is On the Spot, and today we got a very special guest. Please introduce yourself. Tell us your name, where you're from, and what you got going on.
Hi, my name is Kiara Glass, aka Queen of Swords. I'm currently in Hayward, California, and I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely. It's good to have you here. I've been looking forward to it. But why don't you let the people know, like, maybe what you do and what you have got going on right now?
Well, currently, I'm working on an EP. I'm just getting it started. I'm going to be producing it, recording it, everything myself, trying to do a DIY setup recording studio. Because I'm going to be also adding in beats for my late fiance. Um, he was a wicked natural beat maker, and I'm actually going to be dabbling with the Atom pad as well. So just gonna see how that goes. And once it's out, definitely gonna be putting out a single, and then just like go from there. But I have original stuff on YouTube currently that if people want to check out.
Very cool. And I've been watching some of your videos. You're playing the guitar and different instruments, and you're also working on this EP. So we have a lot to talk about. Um, but before we actually do get started, I want to officially welcome you to On the Spot. Thank you for coming through.
All right, cool, man.
You already know. And the first thing that I always like to start off with is your name. And I know you mentioned a few different names in the beginning, so I want to just, get down to the bottom of it. Tell the people again, what is your official artist name? Who gave it to you? Why did you choose it? What does it mean? Tell us a story about your name.
Well, first and foremost, it's Kiara Glass. I added in the Queen of Swords recently. I'm into tarot, and I just like the meaning behind it. I'm becoming these tracks, trials and tribulations in life, and overcoming that, taking heads, taking names, And Kiara Glass, well, my real name is Kiara, my first name, but Glass I got from my late fiance who passed away. He was like a killer skateboarder, and his name was Sebastian Glass, and he got that from his stepdad. So we were both going to be Glasses, but then that didn't end up happening. But I ended up taking that in honor of him for my stage name.
Wow. So
Yeah,
there's a very personal and deep meaning behind your name. And I think that's beautiful that you're using that to honor your late fiance. And um, wow. I mean, there's so many stories behind people's names. And
yeah.
also, um, you mentioned using some of his beats and incorporate it into your EP. So that's definitely powerful. And I want to talk more about your EP in a few minutes. But before we get there, I actually just want to find out a little bit more about your journey as a musician and an artist. When did you actually start, playing instruments and getting into music? Like, how did you get into it? And then also, like, what's been your motivation to keep going up until now?
Well, I started, well, I was, always had a passion for music, like since I popped out the womb, like just something I gravitated towards, and I started with singing, but I wanted to accompany myself, so I uh, learned guitar at 14. I started learning guitar, and then I graduated a year early, and then I ended up going to college and under doing a music degree, and uh, um, picked up a lot of cool techniques, jazz, did lots of theory. So I learned to compose music, and I also did recording studio. I learned how to do Pro Tools and just work my way around systems. And um, it's always just been a passion of mine. I've had a lot of low points and a lot of high points, a lot of low points, but honestly, my passion kept me through that, like to keep going because you never know. And I'm honestly doing music number one for myself. It's very therapeutic for me. It's something I feel like I can express myself in a deep way that maybe could connect with others so that, it could possibly help somebody emotionally, or you'd be driving on the highway, going to the beach or something.
Absolutely. I think that's so you've, like you said, you would start since you were very young and you pursued it through college and now you're here in 2024 continuing that passion, honoring those people uh from your life. And there's a lot of, obviously, I can tell the passion that you have and the meaning behind all this. So I'm glad we're kind of letting the people know
Yeah.
that may not know more about you. But actually, I want to actually find a little bit more about you outside of the music, right? So put the music to the side just for a quick second.
Glad that.
What is one thing what is one thing about you that you want the people to know? Maybe it's something random, maybe it's a hidden talent, maybe it's a hobby. What is one thing we should know about you to get us to know you a little bit better?
Well, I like lots of art. Like I'm really just creative as a whole. Like music is like it's like a pyramid, you know what I mean? So like music's top, but I also like to draw. I also, took classes for drawing and art, and I dabble in digital art. I'm actually going to be doing my own artwork for my
Wow.
EP. I also like to do like ceram, whatever. I recently got into crocheting. I'm actually crocheting lots of just variety of stuff. I'm doing an anime character right now for somebody.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she is very creative, and I like how you put that together, like the pyramid. Music's at the top, but that's why I like to ask because as much as artists and musicians focus on the music, and we all are dynamic people, and we have these other things outside of just the music. So I think that's important to also mention to kind of get the depth of you, but also, you coming from California, so many people around the world want to travel to California, but I always wonder, especially people in those kind of destination areas, where is one place that you like to travel to that you haven't been to yet, and why?
Mm, where would I want to travel to? That's a good question. I probably want to go visit Jamaica. I have a real passion for reggae and what it stands for, political meaning. Like Bob Marley is definitely one of my like main inspirations. I'd say the two type of genres I love to incorporate is jazz and reggae. I feel
Mhm.
like they go hand in hand. You know what I mean? Well, just like also like hip hop. They all, it's like the trifecta of all three of them. Just kind of like mesh well because they all like rooted with each other, anyways. You know what I mean? Bring the roots back out, and also like um, I'm just would love to learn the culture more there and like
Mm.
just experience that.
I'm with you 1,000% on that. I'd love to take a trip to Jamaica myself now that
Hell yeah.
you mentioned to it. I know you've mentioned some of your inspirations. You mentioned Bob Marley, and I know you have so many different inspirations, but I just want to kind of, put them out and kind of just in a different way. Who is the top three artists that have influenced, inspired you? Maybe it's singers, musicians, groups, bands. Just who are the top three that come to mind?
I'd say top right now vocalist would be Billie Holiday. She's a major inspiration. I got into her hardcore 16, um, and my vocal style is very heavily influenced by her. I'd have to say uh, Sublime, uh, big inspiration as well, especially where I grew up. I grew up like Santa Cruz, Watsonville area, so it's big on the reggae, big on the surfer skate scene, party scene, so that's and then also like underground hip hop, so all the combination together, go to the Catalyst, DeAndre Nicotina, and all that. So definitely Sublime, because it has that hip hop, all that feel,
I love
uh
Sublime. I love Sublime. Oh yeah.
I've done a lot of covers of Sublime. I'm glad they're coming back with his son. That's so sick.
I just saw that. I think they got the new song like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's good times. It's finally happening, you know what I mean? Anyway. And then I have to say like Jimi Hendrix because he's been a major inspiration for me. Guitar playing, I got really into the psychedelic guitar music scene in high school as well. And yeah, Jimi Hendrix all day.
I love some Jimi Hendrix. Myself, we got a lot of familiar musical taste, and that's why it's just another way to relate to people. Oh, she likes that type. I like that type of music, and kind of get an idea, who your influences are. But maybe like you said, some you're doing some covers of Sublime and stuff like that. So you guys got to go to her page. She got original music. She's got covers. She's got everything you need. You see the guitar right there in the background, but also
Oh yeah,
before
I was
we
about to
do,
play you before.
before we do run out of time, I want to make sure we get a chance to talk about your music and your new EP that you had mentioned. Now, you mentioned that you're working on a single.
Yeah, well, within the EP, I'm working on a single. I'm gonna remaster and re-release a song I did with my late fiance. So I'll be posting that soon. It's like the original cover of a Billie Holiday song.
Wow.
Called
So
Billy Bap.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. So this EP, I mean, you say you're putting the single out soon. Is there a title of the EP that maybe have you decided on a title of the EP?
I I was thinking, okay, when my late fiance was alive, we were like throwing names back, like, could you have a group name on, and there was like intuition with it too, because it was both of us and we're using our intuition together to create it. Uh,
Mm,
so maybe that.
I
That's
like that.
what I'm thinking right now.
That's a very, very good word. Now, for the people watching, the single's on the way, the EP's on the way, but while they're waiting, is there any particular song, maybe it's an original or a cover, like you want them to check out right now while they're waiting? Maybe something you're really proud of, or something that's been getting the most response, or what's the first thing they should check out right now while they are waiting?
I'd say that Billy Bap song. I mean, I have to say, like, that song is like, I just love that song, and I've had a lot of good um, people's reactions to it, and I just feel like it needs to get out there more. People need to hear it more, and if I have to say, like, there's one song that I just want to like everyone to like jump to, it'd be that one for sure.
Where can they find that song at?
They can find that song on YouTube in my original songs playlist, and I'm gonna re-put that song out to you after this, so it'll be like right there in the beginning of the search. And I'm also gonna post that too on TikTok and Instagram, so it'll be on all three under Kiara Glass. Uh, so you should be able to find me under Kiara Glass on Instagram, and it should show both. I have two pages, so it'd be like Kiara Glass, and then it'd be like Queen of Swords.
Mm,
And then on TikTok, it's Kiara Glass. And then also on YouTube, it's Kiara Glass.
I'm
You
glad
just put
you
in Kiara Glass, you'll find me.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, because also if you go follow her right now on Queen of Swords, the link in the bio will take you to the YouTube, the TikTok, and you can find everything that you need to find. And we're actually just about out of time. We have about 30 seconds left. But before we go, is there any final shout outs you want to give, or just anything else you want to mention before we go?
Uh, I just shout out to my late fiance, our Bats Glass RIP, skating heaven, fair for life, So.
That
And I
is
appreciate everything. This was fun.
Yeah, it was. It went by really quick, but
Yeah,
I really respect you, honoring your late
thanks.
fiance, and I think, music is powerful, and the fact that you're using music to, continue on that message and some of the music that was left behind. I definitely respect that. I'm looking forward to the EP.
Yeah,
And I want to thank you again for coming through. I want to thank all y'all for watching. I got one favor to ask y'all. Press like, drop a comment, share this on your story. Go give her a follow, and you already know what it is. I'm Chris H508. Let's go.